Um, oh, yeah, well, talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion. Oh, my God. There is a lawsuit taking place in Maryland. The state police test in Maryland was apparently, yes, did you say? Yes, yes, I heard you people. It's racist and sexist. Racist and sexist. That's what it is. Not even the physical one. They're saying the physical one is too. You're expected to do so many push ups and pull ups and sit ups. And for women, it's a lot less than it is for the men. Now, how is that a good thing? How does that make people safer that someone isn't as in as good a physical condition? What happened? Oh, there we go. Isn't as good physical condition as someone else applying for the job. I think for a fireman or a police officer, a state trooper in this case, I would want someone that can do more sit-ups, more push-ups. Wouldn't you want somebody that could run faster? These are all amazingly important parts of the job, especially when it comes to helping people. You need to carry people, literally carry people. You need to control people that don't want to be controlled. So you need physical strength. And they are lowering the bar physically for women to get just to put them in these positions. And it's dangerous to everyone involved, to the woman cop, to her male partner and coworkers, to the people they're trying to subdue, because it's now taking a lot longer to do it. And in that time, a lot more damage can be done. I've seen arrests made by these burly men cops. They're hot. It's over pretty quickly when the guy starts deciding he doesn't want to be arrested. He's on the ground with his hands behind his back getting arrested. And it's based on the physical strength between the two. Is this guy stronger? Does he have better tactics that are also based in strength to take this guy down? Or is it a frail woman or an overweight woman who has no business being out there and can't control a person? A guy is in a car that's on fire. I've seen plenty of videos where a big male cop breaks that window and literally pulls a guy, bigger than him sometimes, out the window and drags him away from the flaming car before it explodes. A woman? Oh, you lowered the bar. She can't do as many push-ups because she doesn't have that upper body strength. And this guy's going to burn to death because we needed to get women in that job? It makes no sense from any standpoint, safety-wise. It just makes no sense whatsoever to put people into certain jobs that are better suited for people that just do it better. Physically, mentally is another thing. And then we get to the other part of it, the racism, that the test is racist. Black people fail this test at a rate, I think it's 39%, something like that. 38, 39%. White people fail this test at 9%, which, by the way, I'm embarrassed of that. I'm embarrassed that 9% of white people could not do this test. Imagine how you feel when like 38% can't do this test. And we're going to pop up a few questions that are on the actual test in a minute. And you just fucking tell me how insanely easy this is. This is Cremu. I don't know who that is, but give him a little credit. Here's a thread of test questions. Here's question number 1. On Tuesday, Officer Jones worked the 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. shift. At 10:55 p.m., he was called to the scene of an accident where he remained until 1:30 a.m. How long past his regular shift did Officer Jones work? Now you look, it's multiple choice. So even that is hilariously embarrassing. It's 55 minutes, an hour and 50, 2 hours, 2 hour 30 minutes, 3 hours and 5 minutes are your choices. Now, if you break down the question, what you try to do with these word questions is eliminate everything that is unnecessary. Now, with this, it's easy. I understand that. But during these questions, what you want to do is eliminate all the filler and distractions from the actual question. Now, all you need to know, the information here is that Officer Jones works, his shift is 3 to 11. That's pertinent information. All the rest doesn't matter till you get to he worked 30 a.m. Doesn't matter. It was an accident. Who cares? Doesn't matter. 10:55, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. His shift ends at 11. He stayed thinking. Am I back? Yeah. I had a little glitch right there. Fuck. All right. Yeah, all you got to know is 2.5 hours. This question is somehow racist. Somehow math and telling time. Like a lot of people in certain communities don't understand AM and PM. They can't grasp when the time goes past midnight and PM becomes AM, and it completely confuses them. So instead of saying, hey, dummy, maybe learn to tell time, maybe learn to do simple mathematics, the test is racist. Whoa. Did you just sneeze, sir? Thank you. Yeah, let's go back. There's more questions. More questions. All right. This is a great one here. It's so racist. In preparing her report on home burglary, a police officer listed the following stolen items and their value. A television set, $400. The radio is $40. Stereo equipment, $1,500. And a gold chain is $100. That cheap ass shit. What was the total value of stolen goods? This is insanely simple first grade arithmetic. This is basic arithmetic. 1,500, 1,600, 17, 18, 19, $2,040. That's what you get. 1,500, 400, no, 1,900, 2,040. So the correct answer would be B with 2,040. All right. Now, what was the value of all the stolen goods except for the gold chain? Now, they throw you a fucking curveball with subtraction. So if you know the answer is $2,040, now what is it if you take $100 away? Oh, I don't know. It's racism is what it is. It's racist. Of course, D, $1,940. You don't even need paper for this addition and subtraction. You just do it in your head. These are the questions that they are saying are too tough for 9% of white people. I can only imagine the imbecilic 9% of white people in Maryland that are going in to try to become state troopers. If 9% of them, every one of them have to be retarded. And then for that many black people. A police officer is called to an accident scene across town from his present location. If he has to travel 2 miles on Grant Road, 3 miles on Route 47, and 12 miles on Interstate 70, how many miles does he have to travel to get to the accident site? Now, again, get rid of everything. It's not even miles at this point. Don't even miles. Where's he going? The road names, all nonsense. You could take it out of the mix. This is a simple addition problem. Go back. Let's see. Yeah. So you're looking at 47 plus 12, which is 59, and then 70. 70 and 59. That would be 129, I believe. 100. No, it's not. 50, 47, 57. Oh, on Interstate 70. Oh, I got thrown. This is racism. This is your racism. Yeah, 12 miles on Interstate 70. So it's only two numbers that you need to add together. The 70 miles is there to throw you off because you try to add it in, but it's not even there on the multiple choice. So if you do get 159 miles, it doesn't matter because it's not even there. So it's two numbers, 47 and 12. Why can't people add two numbers? Well, it's not just the math. It's comprehension. It's being able to not only do that math question, but figure out what math needs to be done. And people can't do that. It's racism. That's racist. Can you fucking believe that? If you ever get pulled over by a state trooper in Maryland, you can rest assured he's a blithering idiot or she's a blithering idiot. Because if this is the only thing that stood between, as far as a written test goes, them getting the job and not getting the job. And then, you could be white people that get 100 on that test. And then they'll throw that test away and get a black person that barely passed because it was a miracle alone that they passed. So you get a white guy that gets a 100, aced it because the questions are so easy. Now, they're looking to hire new troopers. They'll look at his test and go, well, of course. He's a white guy. He got 100. But look at this one. We have a black woman here. She got a 72. And the fail is 70. The fail is probably 50. But let's say the fail is 70. She got 72. We should give her the job because she did amazing. It's expected the white guy is going to get 100. But for a black woman to get 70, this is crazy. So black applicants, female black applicants who failed the Maryland test are likely to receive $2.75 million in back pay from discrimination suit. Can you fucking believe that? Black women who fail. I would love to know the fail rate for black women on that test. I know the fail rate for blacks in total were in the upper 30%. Black women, it had to be 50. And then the rest must have passed by a twat hair. Incredible, though. There are plenty of questions there. We don't have to get to all of them, but every single one of them were that easy. They are just the easiest fucking questions. We need to be a little tougher with these tests, I think, if we want to get good people, intelligent people, people that have the ability to see something and figure it out in their head and act accordingly. That's what a lot of those questions are. They're easy math questions. But if you don't even know that you have to add those numbers together to get the answer, if you read that and you're so preoccupied by where he left, why was he going to that call? Was it a burglar? Or like they can't even fathom the question. Too many words. They can't fathom the question enough to know that it's just a simple math question. That's what's racist about it. Because you ask, hey, black people, can you add together 47 and 12? Can you do that? Oh, no.